Alabama's 13th spring practice in the books yesterday. We're going to talk about it. Full pads indoor, update on Roberts and Brailsford. We got to look at the running backs, wide receivers, QBs, tight ends. We're going to get to the offense today. We'll talk a little bit of defense tomorrow. All of that right here on the Bama Tailgate YouTube channel. And also, you never talk bad about Roll Tide Willie. We have punished Brett Elmore, and we're going to talk about his suspension. And don't forget about Alabama's basketball coach telling Kentucky no. Or did he? Did he tell him no? Did they offer him the job? Well, his name was on a lot of lists, and he pulled it off. We're going to talk a little Kentucky basketball as well. Right here on the Bama Tailgate YouTube channel. Let's get this thing started. Like and subscribe. Hit the bell so you know when we're dropping new content. Let's get this thing going with a big Roll Tide. What do you say, everybody? I'm Mick Gillispie, and we would have Brett Elmore here, a.k.a. Big Sexy Elmo, but he talked bad about Roll Tide Willie. Being at practice last week, we've had to suspend him from the show. So we're just going to have to go on without him. But we didn't go on without Big Al. What's up, Big Al? How you doing?
Don't give a piss about nothing but the time.
You're back.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I said I didn't like Big Willie at practice. Please forgive me. Please forgive me.
You took some heat.
Oh, I took some heat. But that's okay, because I stand by what I said.
Still, you're doubling down.
Doubling down. Don't like him at practice. Sorry. But I'm a fan of Willie. Don't get me wrong. Hey. Everyone be calm. Don't jump to conclusions. I'm a fan of Roll Tide Willie. I don't like him on the practice field. That's all.
Now, if you guys don't know about Big Sexy Elmo, let me give him an introduction.
They call him Big Sexy. Coming at you from the Walker County. Jasper is his hometown. He's known for giving free rub-downs. Oh, Big Sexy, throwing out those Alabama thoughts, sneaking out your mom's window without getting caught. Nick gives you the XP's, but Big Elmo is here to please. Big Sexy Elmo on the Bama Tailgate Show.
There he is.
There it is.
Brett Elmore, the Brett WJLX, the Brett Elmore Show. You love Roll Tide Willie. You just don't want like big celebrities like Roll Tide Willie at practice. You want the guys concentrating on football actions, right?
Yes, and I don't know about big celebrities being Roll Tide Willie, but where are we going here? I mean, where are we going here? We got Roll Tide Willie there. We used to have like Michael Phelps come or whoever, to come talk to the team. Now we got Roll Tide Willie. I mean, Coach DeBoer, watching you. I'm watching you. You better win me a national championship, or it's going to be all because of Roll Tide Willie.
I'm with the people that were criticizing you.
Of course you are.
I want Roll Tide Willie at every practice.
Yeah. You were sitting there typing, that's right, Brett was wrong.
Yeah.
Brett was wrong to say that, Brett.
I was in the comment section cheering that group that was against you for your Roll Tide Willie comments. All right, that was one thing, okay? Now the other thing was Nate Oats says a big no to Kentucky, and some Kentucky fans slid in on the show as well. They're desperate to find a coach that can get them back to prominence. And honestly, look, I'm a little bit peeved at Kentucky in the next round basketball pool. I forgot that I took them to win all the way to the championship game. I thought I had Purdue, but I had them beating Purdue. And they've been just a joke. I mean, the way that they played in the tournaments was bad. I don't blame them for wanting Calipari out. He had a statement yesterday. The problem is the expectations there are so high, and you're dealing with, coaches like Nate Oats. Yeah, won the SEC 2 out of the last, 5 years or in 4, seasons. Won the SEC tournament 2 out of the last, 4 seasons. Final 4, 3 Sweet 16s. I mean, Alabama's up there. Bruce Pearl's talked about possibly going there. I think that this is a hire for them that they really have to get right. And their little brother Louisville was looking for a coach, and it didn't seem like anyone wanted that job. It's going to be interesting to see how they do with this hire.
Yeah, it's a big hire for Kentucky, and a lot of people said they didn't even offer Coach Oats. They didn't even offer Coach Oats. Yes, they did.
Yeah, get out of here.
They were interested in Coach Oats. Give me a break.
You would have paid the $18 million, and I don't blame you. Look, I'm surprised that he doesn't want to go there. I mean, he got a lot of of perks going there. You're more popular than your governor. You when you win down there, it's a big deal. But if you lose down there, Kentucky fans aren't going to keep you around. I mean, look at how fast Tubby was down there and kicked out, and now that lifetime contract. I mean, they made it so miserable on Cal that, he just hauled ass on him. It's like, I get
Let's
it. Like,
see how miserable we can make him where he'll just leave.
He's sitting there talking, and he's just like, we made some great friends here, and da-da-da. Yeah. And then we won the championship, and we got to the Final Four. But look, man, the way that your team's played in the tournaments the last few times, it's just not good enough, but we'll see what they can do. The Nate Oats didn't want your job, and I'm surprised by that. But if you think for a second in the comment section, Kentucky fans, that he wasn't offered the job, I mean, come on, man. He's the one of the top 3 or 4 coaches in basketball, and if he came to Kentucky, I guarantee you that you guys would probably look like you used to look.
Yeah, really. But I'm glad he's at Alabama.
Me too. Roll Tide. All right, well, let's switch gears and let's talk some Alabama football. And for those Kentucky fans that are sticking around, let's educate you guys on what it looks like to be the kings of a sport, because we've been up there for a long time, and we're not losing at all a step with this new coach, Kalen DeBoer. I mean, he has come in and he's hitting the ground running. Brett, you've seen that. I've seen it. It's happening. 13th spring practice, full pads, indoor facility. Hank Crisp for this practice. First, right off the bat, some good news. The media was asking about Jaeden Roberts. He was injured playing in practice last week. They said twisted ankle. There he was on the sideline, didn't participate, but he was dressed out. And then this one, and I'll be honest, man, it was almost cryptic there for a while that we could expect Brailsford to leave, but he's not. He was there working out, so for whatever reason he's not practicing. That's what Coach DeBoer said, kind of a personal issue, but he was there working out. He's around the football team. He came with Coach DeBoer. Seems like they have a great relationship. He's a guy that's going to play football at Alabama, so that's good news too.
Yeah, it is good news. I didn't want him to transfer out, you're right. It seems like he's having some personal issues. He'll work through those and be ready for summer workouts and, of course, fall camp coming up. But we'll give him a little bit of time to deal with those issues.
Yep. So that's good news, too. All right, let's talk about the practice, because obviously Jalen Milroe working with the ones, and then you got Ty Simpson, you got Dylan Lonergan, and you got Austin Mack. That are in there. I think this is a really good group of quarterbacks, 4 guys that can throw the ball, that can really spin it, that, with Mack's ability to run the football. We're starting to hear that Simpson is turning the corner as far as getting the speed of the game down. This new coaching staff probably is going to help him a lot because they're so good at developing QBs. But no surprise there. We knew that was going on, but I'll tell you what, working with Jalen Milroe was Justice Haynes. So I'm guessing they're the ones. But then look at this running back room, man. I mean, this is only 4 guys, but we're going to be strong in running back.
Yeah, Milroe was teamed up with Haynes, and I think it's been that way all spring, if I'm not mistaken, right? And Ty Simpson, Austin Mack, and Lonergan were, pretty much spot on from what I've been hearing, and Jam Miller, Richard Young, Daniel Hill, all in a group working together there in practice yesterday, and gearing up for the big A-Day game. So going to be interested to see some of these guys. Jam Miller, man, I love that name.
Yeah. Do you put jam on your waffles or not?
I don't use the term jam.
Jelly,
yeah.
Okay.
Is there a difference between jam?
Have you ever been to Waffle House before?
Mick, I hate to break this to you, but yeah, I've been to Waffle House.
Big sexy Elmo knows Waffle House, huh?
There's been a lot of I don't think I've been to Waffle House though during daylight hours. No, okay. I have. But there's been a lot of late nights at Waffle House.
Okay, I've been there. I'm right there with you.
Have you ever been there at Waffle House at 2:00 in the morning?
Oh yeah, dude, I've been there. The one in Tuscaloosa, I used to go to that one at like 3:34.
Yeah.
You talking about late nights? You had to go to Northport to stay out, and then you swing back over to Waffle House.
Right, exactly.
With a good driver. All right, let's talk about wide receivers and Bernard right at the top of the list. He's a transfer from Washington. We talked about what they did with him last year at the Huskies. He's fast. You can put him at running back. You can put him in the slot. He can do a lot of things. Kendrick Law, who I saw glimpses of being really good last year. Kobe Prentice, another guy that played all last year, and when he got an opportunity, took advantage of it.
We talked about the wide receivers about 2 weeks ago, I think, and I think these were the 3 that we predicted would kind of be the head of the pack,
head of the table,
head of the table. As if you will, says the American dream. Jalen Hell, of course, out. We all know that story, and Emmanuel Henderson getting some time there.
Yeah. Here's that second group right there. Henderson, Jaron Hamilton. I love the idea of Caleb Odom, man. Just a big dude. Was a tight end. Now they're moving him to receiver. He can run, but he's like 6'5", right? So he's bigger than everyone else. Hey, let's just toss it up and let him go get it.
I always like that kind of receiver. If he can just get it somewhere near him and toss it up, and he can climb the ladder and catch the football. That's all we need you to do, brother. Just climb that ladder.
Go get it, man.
Go get it. Go get that ball.
I'm rounding out that group that was there working out yesterday. Cole Adams and Bubba Hampton. Hampton's the guy that Alabama just signed. So he's a freshman from Texas. Remember, flipped him on signing day. And he's a guy that Nick Saban really liked. Remember Nick Saban talking about him when they signed that class, and he was like, he called him a dog, and in football terms, that's a big deal. That means that this guy really loves to play the game, and you don't have to coach him for effort.
Yeah, these two were lined up with Prentice there and working behind him in the slot. So a dog. I love that.
They call you a dog for
an impressive core of receivers. And in this offense that's being implemented, Coach DeBoer's offense, Coach DeBoer's offense.
Did you catch that one?
What did you say?
I said they call you a dog for a different reason.
Yeah, female one.
The Roll Tide Willie people.
Yeah, the Roll Tide Willie clan. They call me that all the time. It's probably standing out in front of my house with pitchforks.
All right, good news in the tight end room with CJ Dupree back. You remember he was kind of injured at the beginning of camp. I'll call it camp, spring practice, but he's back and he's your main guy, right? But You got Robbie Oats. I loved it when they were getting the ball to Oats last year. Big dude, catches, like just he'll run you over, like got pretty good hands. He moves pretty good too for a big guy.
Yeah. He does. And I don't know. I guess it's kind of old school, but I love it when you throw the tight end, man. I just think you've got to make some work of a really good tight end, and this is another group of really good tight ends.
And then, right. And then
Lockwood and some of the other guys have been getting reps, and some names we'll hear probably on Saturday.
Oh yeah, no doubt. And then some guys that we'll hear soon are a couple. There's a big group of commitments and recruits that are going to be at practice. And then obviously they've been at practice, but the 8A game coming up on Saturday, two of those guys, Darrell Duke Johnson, who we talked about before. We both love the name Duke. And then Derick Smith. Those guys are committed to Alabama, but they're coming to be part of the 8A game. They can't play, but they'll be watching.
Yeah, we talked about the experience of A-Day, and it's an all-day ordeal, and they'll be in town to kind of witness that. And Duke, he's from Dodge County over in Georgia, and Derick Smith, he's that player from Southside High over in Selma. So he'll be in town. I think some of the others, Jaeden Harmon, and there's a whole list of folks that'll be in town for this 8A game, and hopefully we'll have good weather for that. I haven't looked at the weather forecast. I think it's supposed to clear up. That's kind of why they was indoors yesterday, is because the weather has been kind of blah yesterday and today here in these parts, but don't know what the future holds for a Saturday. I'll try to look here.
That reminds me too, there is some pretty bad weather coming to the south part of Alabama. So for those of you that live my neck of the woods, make sure that you take it seriously, man. I mean, I'll never forget April 27th and that tornado. I lived in Tuscaloosa at the time. I've never seen anything like it. The destruction. I don't know that they're calling for that, but if, it's like James Spann says, if it's in your neighborhood, if it's a F1, but it tears your house down, it might as well be an F5. Right. So listen to the warnings, pay attention to it, and hopefully it won't be too bad today, but they are saying that it's going to be some severe weather.
James Spann's in my ear, and he says sunny and 77 on Saturday for A-Day. It's going to be a beautiful day.
All right. All right. Well, we will be covering that as well. Hey, guys, I want to remind everyone here, promo code Bama Tailgate, 15% off 4th and 31 at newlifeart.com. Yeah. You take advantage of it. And I got to show you guys this. Can I show you guys? Can you see this, Brett?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, let's go up there.
Let's go up.
Can you see it? I don't know.
We're going around here. Oh, wow. You just knocked off line.
I lost you.
Bye, Mick.
I can't show you I was going to show you my Antoine Petway print, but I moved my computer and it didn't work. So I'll show you guys sometime soon, but I just redid the Daniel Moore wall over here. So
your wall of beautiful. Oh yeah.
So good.
That is a beautiful print. And when folks see that up close, they'll see how cool that shot is.
So, man, and only 223 of them. So
wow.
One of the rarest
even number.
Yeah, good number. So anyway, 4th and 31, New Life Art. It really is one of the coolest prints that Daniel Moore's done. Check it out. Bama Tailgate, get 15% off there and take advantage of it. All right, Brett, tell everyone about your show that comes every morning. Got a great message today from our friend in Ohio, and they're like, hey, I listen to the show and then I turn on Brett.
There you go. Yeah, that's the way to do. 6 till 10. Monday through Friday, Central Time, WJLX1015.com. You can stream it there. You can stream it on all the, of course, apps and the whole 9 yards. And if you're in our area in Walker County, it's on 101.5 FM, 102.5 HD3 in North and North Central Alabama.
All right, Roll Tide, guys, and we will talk to you again tomorrow unless something big breaks right here on the Bama Tailgate YouTube channel.